Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter. Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter, and welcome to Goldilocks Global Banking News. I am your host. Fine folks, let me tell you, if you have not met with the actual bankers that are going to exchange your currency and manage your wealth, you are behind. You are literally being left behind. In the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room today, there's several updates of folks that have met with their bankers and prepared for their exchange. This first one, Bambi, who many of you have heard out of London. She says, well, 3 p.m. on the 6th, January 6th, my second upscale of my second tier 1 bank, but I literally just got an email from my first tier 1 bank. You remember he wanted to meet with me in January and sent me the brochures. Well, he's just introduced me via email to have me go meet with his director of high net worth clients. He's been there since 1998. And he's been VP of private banking and all sorts, and invited me to go either to Westminster or Canary Wharf to meet him. Folks, this is in the United Kingdom. Then we have another member. Allus says, good morning, folks. Reminding you all, I've made previous mistakes at the same branch. Just left our bank appointment with the banker and it went well. They will now call me back today for another appointment with the next tier banker. His name is blank blank, and he is the gentleman that I crashed and burned with before. Folks, this particular update by Allus, you have to attend the Saturday night dialogues call to get the amazing update. Because as a matter of fact, before the room closed today, Allus came back with an update that director, high net worth client banker, contacted her before the end of the day. Then we have Stella. She says, on a good note, Freedom Fighter, I made an appointment for January 9th with Big Bank Wealth Manager. I talked to him on the phone for about 20 minutes, and we feel very good about it. I already checked him out. Anyway, I'm excited. Then we have Mary May. I have set meeting for Thursday, January the 9th. My tier 1 bank that was confirmed that they are exchanging currency. Then Antonio, he says, finish my appointment with second wealth manager. The second meeting is already set in stone. Folks, if you are not establishing relationships with the actual individuals who are going to exchange your currency or whatever notes you have, you're left behind. As a matter of fact, Goldilocks is sharing some invaluable information today on preparing for your exchanges with wealth managers. I went through all of it and just got off the phone with Goldilocks, and we're going to jump right into it. First, folks, a little update from Iraq. Right directly from the CBI. Let me tell you, Iraq is hot and heavy with their banking systems right now. This is directly from the CBI, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to quote, we would like to inform all licensed banks and all licensed non-banking institutions in Iraq, that Global Odeme is allowed to provide foreign remittance services within a credit agreement concluded with this bank, the CBI, in addition to Western Union and MoneyGram, end quote. All this is saying, folks, this update by Iraq is, for several years, Western Union and MoneyGram has been one of their main sources of currency conversion and money transfers for the Iraqi people whenever they travel throughout the world. Now Iraq has just added one more global wire transfer, or should I say, let me use a language that you all will understand. It's a global exchange company. Western Union and MoneyGram has been in the meetings with Iraq when they've come to the United States over the last year and a half or so, and also when the United States visited Iraq to meet with the CBI. And now here we have a third global wire transfer company, global exchange company that the CBI has announced that they have brought on board to the banking system in Iraq. And again, this is a global company. Global Odeme is used in foreign currency exchange. It is being added. Their company is being added to the list of transactions for foreign currency exchange to the banks of Iraq. So what you see here is that Iraq is adding another global currency exchange company so that their citizens can access no matter where those citizens are throughout the world. So you have Iraqis that visit countries around the world. They may be residents of different countries around the world, but they may need to access Iraqi dinars since they are Iraqis. Well, no matter where they're located, they'll be able to access dinars because this new company, Global Odeme, the CBI, has now brought on board. This will be global transfer of money. So just think, if this is a way for the dinar to move globally, for Iraqis to access dinar globally, Iraq is in process of connecting globally. Now, yes, MoneyGram and Western Union has been there for quite some time all over the world for Iraqis to access dinars. But here we have yet another global company. Now let's get into wealth management. That's very important for anyone that wishes to exchange. Goldilocks is sharing that with wealth management and investment banking, these are both financial services that differ in the clients they serve. There's a difference between investment banking and wealth management. Wealth management professionals work with individuals like you all folks. They work with families, typically high net worth clients, just like we have members that I mentioned a few minutes ago that are already considered high net worth. And guess what? You don't even need to have the wealth just yet to meet with these wealth managers to plan your future. The members in the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room, they're doing it every day. You can click the link at the top of the description and meet folks in the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room who are actually doing it. Wiley and myself are there every day with the tribe to help members. Why not you? Also, folks, the rate of the Iraqi dinar is the second link in the description. You don't need someone to tell you the rate. It's right there for you. Let's get back to wealth management where your rate will be relevant. Wealth management enables you to receive certain services for your exchanged funds. For example, investment advice, financial planning, tax planning. For those of you who, you're concerned about paying taxes, well, how about having a certified financial planner, a tax professional on your wealth management team? Our members in the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room, they're meeting these people every day. Wealth management also offers estate planning, retirement planning, and investment banking. Folks, these are the professionals, the bankers, that actually help you to build and grow your wealth, generational wealth from your exchanged funds. The members in the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room are meeting them, planning their family strategies out, their wealth strategies in advance. And they're not paying a dime to receive the advice and the services from these wealth managers. You didn't know that you could possibly meet with someone before your exchange to plan your exchange. You didn't know that you can meet with someone to strategize and plan growing your generational wealth from your exchange before you exchange. Goldilocks is sharing that as we move here into 2025, people with money are the type of people banks will be looking for as clients. But I'm going to share this with you, folks. It is important to keep in mind that an ego left unchecked will not be able to enter into some of these investment areas with these wealth managers. Do not think because you have wealth coming to you that the banks and these wealth managers are going to just be flocking all over you and begging for your business. Nope. They have a choice to be very selective. Within the banking industry, it is best for a wealth management firm and a bank to have someone with not much of an ego and $1 million than someone with an ego that has $15 million. The one with 15 million is hard to work with, hard to help. Their ego is too big sometimes, not because of the amount, but it could just be the individual. I know some of you you've been given the impression because you're coming into money that you're just going to be someone that they beg for your business. Absolutely not. Check your ego at the door. It is in your best interest. Some of you have been given this impression wrongfully. Don't think that these banks are just going to be banging down your door because you have currency. There's plenty of other wealthy people that are less of a headache. We see some people that come into the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room that oftentimes troll. They can be a headache. These banks will treat them the same way and show them the door. Their own She-Hulk. As we go into the banking relationships, folks, with our wealth managers, knowing it is a partnership capable of making both parties succeed. So think of these relationships as partnerships, not as dictatorships. Your attitude goes a long way. If you come into these relationships with the right attitude and mindset, wealth managers, trust me when I tell you, they will offer you and share things with you that they wouldn't with another client who may have a ego that's too big where their head doesn't fit through the door. There are so many new opportunities for growth going forward, ladies and gentlemen, inside the new digital banking system. Take your time looking for your opportunities and build the relationships that will be able to build your generational wealth for years to come. Goldilocks is sharing that you have to be invested in your money, or your money will not be invested in you. Think of the investment that you made. You're waiting to exchange on this investment. When have you invested time to find out the facts on your investment versus hearsay on the internet? When's the last time you invested your time into establishing a relationship with the bankers that will exchange your currency and the wealth managers that will grow your wealth? When's the last time you checked the background of the persons that are going to exchange your currency or, quote unquote, redeem your bonds? When's the last time? Here you have this investment. How much time have you invested in to learning about your investment from the actual sources, such as the CBI, such as the IMF? And if that's too much for you, how about investing the time into yourself by establishing relationships with the actual bankers who will be responsible for your generational wealth? You have to be invested in your money, or your money will not be invested in you. Be well, beautiful people.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.